Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for clicking on my videos and welcome to all the new subscribers. Today's recipe is the much awaited butter chicken. So let's get started. I have here 1.5 pounds of chicken thigh meat. You can also use chicken breast, and I cut that into bite-sized pieces. I added half a cup of yogurt and about 2 tablespoons of tandoori masala. You can choose any tandoori masala you prefer, or you can use the spices in your kitchen. And to that, go ahead and add about a teaspoon of garlic. I use frozen most of the time. And to that, I'm going to go ahead and add 1 teaspoon of ginger as well. That's ginger paste. And about 2 tablespoons of oil, any oil of your choice. And going to go ahead and squeeze about half a lemon. And then we're going to go ahead and give that a good mix and marinate it for a few hours, or preferably overnight. I marinated mine overnight. So next morning, go ahead and preheat your oven to 400 and add the chicken to whatever pan you prefer, and go ahead and bake it. You can also cook this on stovetop in a frying pan, but I didn't have any room on the stovetop, so I cooked it in the oven. To a pot, add 1 cube of butter, which is about half a cup, and to that I added a little bit of oil. Oil keeps the butter from burning. And to that, go ahead and add 1 large chopped onion. It doesn't have to be very fine because we're going to grind the mixture anyway. And I used red onions. I was out of the white ones, so just ignore the fact that these are purple onions. And after a while, you'll see the onions change color to light golden. Go ahead and then add 1 tablespoon of garlic and 1 tablespoon of ginger, and we're going to go ahead and saute that for a few minutes before adding tomatoes. Now I added 3 chopped tomatoes, roughly chopped tomatoes, and add a little bit of water to that to cook the tomatoes down a little bit. And then we're going to go ahead and add the spices. I'll have all the spices listed below in the comment section, so go ahead and check that out for the exact measurements. And here, after giving that a good mix and cooking them for a few minutes, go ahead and add 1 tablespoon of tomato paste and cook that for a few minutes more till all the oil separates and masala is cooked completely. We're going to go ahead and let that cool for a few minutes, or 10 to 15 minutes, and then go ahead and throw that in the blender, and we're going to blend that with about 1.5 glasses of water, enough to make a smooth paste. Here I'm going to run that through a sieve to make this mixture even creamier and smoother. That's how I like my butter chicken. This is just an extra step that I like to do. You don't have to do this. And here is all the masala that's left. We don't need that. We're going to go ahead and throw that, get rid of it. Go ahead and put the pot back on the stove top, and we're going to cook this mixture or the sauce for about 10-15 minutes before we add the chicken from the oven that we baked, or you can do it in the pan over the stove. And to that, I'll add half a pint of heavy whipping cream. You can add more or less if you desire. more heavy cream, you can add that. There's no hard fast rule about how much you need to add in there, but I usually add about half of the container. After cooking that for about 15 minutes or so, I'm going to get a kasori methi and or fenugreek leaves, and go ahead and rub that between your palms and throw that in there. And there you have it, your perfect at-home butter chicken. No need to go out and to a restaurant to have this. You can make it in your own home whenever you feel like having butter chicken. If you follow step by step, you'll have perfect butter chicken every single time. I'm serving it with a side of naan and rice as well. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for more recipes to come.